This deck that we're going to be streaming up here in just a second, we're going to start with is a Maushold deck. Now, Maushold, there are two Mausholds that we're playing with. We're playing with this one, which is the not cute one, and we're playing with this one, which is the cute one. So, this deck is, I'm not going to say good, I'm not going to say bad. It's just kind of interesting. So, Maushold wants to have other Mausholds. You're trying to build a swarm of mice. This one cares about how many you have in play because it puts one damage counter for each of the Mausholds in play on every one of your opponent's Pokemon, and this one does 70 damage for each one that you have. So if you can have 4 Mausholds, this one's doing, 4 times 7s, that's 240, 280 damage, that's the one. And this one is putting 4 damage counters on everything every turn. Now, this one is the cuter one, it's the weaker one. This one is more for if they have things on the side that we want to be hitting and stuff like that. This is our one that is our bread and butter. Now, the downside of Maushold, for those of y'all that can tell, is that it has 70 HP. So, to counteract that, what we're going to be doing is we're playing with Rescue Carriers, because a Rescue Carrier can get the Tandemaus and the Maushold, and we're trying to play with Level Balls. Level Ball is a good way for us to kind of use that to our advantage as best we can. Ultimately, this deck is trying to take Maushold and make it good, or at least a threat. And we'll see how that goes. So let's get started. Let me put some music. Oh, cheers, Tatas! Is that music too loud? A little loud. That's better. That's much better. Alright. Maushold. Now, the reason that we're using water energy for this is because Greninja allows us a little bit more churn, which is that kind of needs. We have one sideboard slot available, and by playing water energy, we actually can use Greninja if push comes to shove. And we do want to go first with this deck, because we are not playing with many supporters. This is a PokéStop deck. Hopefully our opponent is kind and lets us go first. Come on, friend. Buddy Wiggles go first. Huh? Yay! I knew Loki Juice was a Loki friend. Well, we have 3 VIP passes, which is awesome. The bad news is that we have no basic Pokemon. Now, the good news is that our opponent doesn't know what we're up to right now. They're going to see a Rescue Carrier and a Water Energy and be like, what? What? Now, the bad news is that this looks like it's the Mew Genesect deck, which we'll see how we do. Mulligan, that's nice, that's nice. Okay, so starting with the Tandemaus and a Maushold and a Battle VIP Pass and a Nest Ball and Ultra Ball, this is a solid starting hand. Hey, look, I was right. Haha. Okay, so let's see here. First things first, let's get Greninja, Squawkabilly. Another Tandemaus. Let's see. It would be possible for us to... Well, we're going first, so we actually can't. We're not going to worry about trying to get Squawkabilly out front to power anything up, so we're just going to... this, grab another Tandemaus here. Okay, so this is problematic. 2 of our Tandemauses are in our prize cards. That's really, really unlikely to happen, but it does happen sometimes. So now we got a Squawk and Seize here. Okay, we hit the PokéStop. That's nice. And this for the other Maushold. So now we've got 2. Odds of this one dying are not 0. So let's see here. Do this and see what happens. Okay, Nest Ball's great. Ditching the other Maushold is not so great. Okay, so we need a Rescue Carrier sooner than later here. I'm gonna put this here. Worst case scenario, we have to put the double colorless on one of these other Tandemauses. But that should be good for now. There's no point in using this because we don't want another Squawkabilly or anything like that. So, let's do this. Probably not. Let's keep our double colorless, end our turn there, and see what happens. This is going to be a tough deck to beat, so we're going to see if we can do it. I'm not sure how the MMR system in this game works, because I think it has something to do with how expensive our cards are. Like, I think we get paired against other decks that have credit expensive, like not like energy expensive or rares or things like that. I think like just, for instance, we play with a lot of gold stuff here and full arts, and I think that's what goes in there. Fancy Duck, welcome. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I like your name. All right, can we do this? Depends, right? Now, a rescue carrier would be excellent. We do have 3 tandem. Oh wait, I can count 1 Tandemaus is in our prize card. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the bits, my friend. Okay. Well, that's just rude. Now, the good news is that in theory, we're going to be able to take this thing and knock it out in response here. Opponent's like, haha, we can get their Mausholds right off the bat. Well, ha ha ha, we can get them back. Alright, so we're going to put this here. Okay, let's evolve. Well, let's do this first. Actually, let's do this first and grab the other Maushold so we don't bin that, because we need that. Exactly what we were after, but it's not the end of the world. So we put this here. Alright, we're going to evolve this one here. This here. Now, unfortunately, we're going to use this here. Kind of need to get some stuff going with Greninja here. I really want that Rescue Carrier so we can have our engine of Tandemauses going. Never mind. Alright, well, let's hit him. 120 is a lot. Fortunately, this Mew is able to one-shot us in response here, so we'll see if they have another energy. Exactly 70 damage, which is a shame. Thanks, you Tatas. I can count. Math is hard. Well, this is just rude. All around unnecessary, opponent. Opponent's playing quick here, which is fine. But we're not having any of our rescue carriers, which is not fine. I give you this to destroy. Rescue carrier, please. Or 2 at this point. You sound like Dick. Okay. I have a rescue carrier? Yay, we got a rescue carrier! Okay, so we need a Tandemaus. This Maushold. Go ahead and ditch these 2. Well, never mind. No point. Please accept the sacrifice, exactly. Okay, so we put here. We really hope they don't have a boss's orders. Started. Nice! Yeah, it's not bad. It's not gonna probably be good against this one, but it's not bad. It's a fun deck, that's for sure. Let's start that giveaway. Boom. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, have another rescue carrier. And not. Okay. I'm a little dead here, y'all. Just a little bit. But we get to go out fighting. Yeah, see if you're still super lucky. Yeah, that's right. Opponent's playing with a brew of some sort. Well, it's definitely gonna beat us. I'm curious if that's better than just the Mew Genesect deck. Because both of these cards are generally better. I'm going to go ahead and concede here. We do not have a way back in at this point. Both of those cards are better with a full, like, support, right? Curious. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I feel like we're going to lose a bit with this deck. But this deck is not there to win. It's there to be cute. And we're going to be so cute. So cute. Well, ha! Off to a rip-roaring start. Already finishing levels here. And don't worry, the next deck we're playing today is also a brew, but it's a more powerful brew. So, we'll get some wins in for sure, one way or another. We'll probably get some in with Maushold, too. Maushold's not bad. It's just 70 HP is really low. That's the only problem this card has. If it was 90, it'd be great. Because that would still get hit by Level Ball. I think Rescue Carrier, too. Well, let's see. Oh, and I had to use the new Pikachu coin we have for this, because it's a mouse. You get it? It's a Pikachu's a mouse. Pair me up against somebody. Okay. Don't you just love Mudkip? I do. I do, I'll be honest. Would y'all be interested in seeing, like, not Pokemon cards, but just be playing Alpha Sapphire? Or Alpha Ruby, Omega Ruby, one of those. Ruby or Sapphire. Because I realized that's one I have played the least. I was kind of itching to play that the other day. Okay. This is a really good hand to start with. Yo, this is a really good hand to start with. Are we going first or second? Take two more. Ooh, the full art Dio knockoff. Alright. And the oh, okay! Opponent's got some different bosses. They don't exactly know what they're, who they answer to. Alright, so we'll give them the one. We will take one mulligan card from them. Now, Chime Pow is gonna be tough here. Nice. The reason Chime Pow is gonna be tough here, Chime Pow has 220, and the Tandemaus that hits, or the Maushold that hits for 70 gets to 210 with 3. The Absol Rare Art? We could play some Scarlet Violet Icy, I still have that. Still got that all installed. Oh, and if we do, Ruby or Sapphire, it's going to be as Hiker Wiggles. Ground type, you know what I mean? Ground type. Opponent's got a pretty good start themselves. 2 Frigid Backs is fine. Now, see, in this case, I would be tempted to use the other Maushold. Oh, the new Absol EX that's going to come out? Oh, yeah. I would be tempted to use the other Maushold because it could, you know, in theory, get them in 2 turns. But theory is very different from practice, and these are going to get evolved very quickly. One Arida, and we're looking down the barrel of a Baxcalibur, you know what I mean? Now, because we went second, we actually do have a chance to kind of mess with our opponent a little bit here. And we have a chance to set ourselves up for a little bit something better, because Squawkabilly is going to be huge. Squawkabilly... Any deck with Arceus in it is just an Arceus deck. So, opponent's got an Arceus deck. I don't know why, because they have no other Pokemon V out, but... whatever. Alright, so let's start with the VIP. Well, let's start with this other Tandemaus. VIP Pass. Okay, so all of our Tandemauses are in the cards. That's excellent news. This. Grab another one. We'll get Greninja in a second here. Now, the bad news is that we are going to have to ditch one of these Rescue Carriers. Shit. You pick first, opponent. Oh, sure. Thanks, opponent. Okay, and let's walk and seize first. Or, actually, let's use this. We might as well just get Greninja now. Guarantee that we've got it. Because we're going to ditch that Ultra Ball anyways. Now we Squawk and Seize, draw 6 cards. Then we're going to PokéStop. Oh, dude, that Charizard EX is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to play with that card. Okay, so let's see. Do this. That bad boy right there. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. So this is going to go here. Let's spin to win real quick. Unfortunately, we can't really use those, and that was bad to ditch. RIP. Okay, that's fine. Motivate. We don't have anything else we want to do this turn. Let's motivate. Put there. Now, if they mess with this, we still have the double colorless to put on a different one. And we're looking at hopefully three Mausholds, depending on how many are in our prize cards. Yeah, it is going to be a tough pull. Thank you, Tatas. I appreciate you. Yeah, that Charizard is going to be a tough pull. I've been saving my, been saving my credits. That's a lie. I've been spending a lot of credits. I've just been getting a lot of... Don't judge. Okay, so... we would actually not be opposed to them knocking out the Squawkabilly. It sucks because we don't really want to give them 2 prize cards, but it's not... yeah. Oh, but when you pull one of those ones... oh, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so Squawkabilly's probably dead. Now, the good news here... that's kind of weird. Whatever. The good news here is that by them putting all of these... or by them playing Arceus in their deck, they're probably not playing Palkia. Or at least they don't have the Palkia out yet, which is gross. And they do have to ditch all 3 of these energies. Now, again, we can't knock this thing out in response. It's just unfortunate. The Tandemaus, unless we rip a Rescue Carrier and all 3 of these get our other Mausholds, we can't do it. Here's hoping, but it's not looking great. Oh, and I can't do this to rip the Rescue Carrier either. Brutal. Okay, so let's do this first. And hope there are enough Mausholds. There are. Okay, so all of our Mausholds are in the deck, which is nice. That is an excellent thing we have going for us here. This is Greninja on this double... let's see if this hits us just a regular water. It does. Okay, glad we did it that way. Because the double colorless is actually pretty useful for us. I want to keep that if we can. Okay, this is good. This is very good. Can I have a Rescue Carrier, please? I can't have a Rescue Carrier. That is unfortunate. We get to do a lot of damage, though. That is exciting. Grab Maushold. Maushold. Now we're gonna do 210 damage. And doesn't technically do damage, so that's fine to put there. So alright, let's do it. Now, if this goes the way I think it's going to, opponent's going to put 2 energies here. They're going to use 2 energies to knock out the Maushold. Then, okay, never mind. If they evolve this other Baxcalibur, I take back everything I was about to say. Oh, and you're right, Darkness. It's the pulling them that's just magnificent. Okay, opponent, you are doing a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Now, if they are not playing with energy retrievals, they better be. Like, come on now. You're playing with some interesting stuff. You gotta have some energy retrievals in there, right? Okay. Oh, well, one's in the bin. Alright, that's what I'm thinking too, Cherry. Like, maybe they just deck here. Oh, okay. So they're actually going to knock out our Mausholds on the ground. That's rude. You're a very rude, opponent. Ninja's a good card. We really, really need a Rescue Carrier. Like, really bad. We're getting 2 for 1 here. Worse than that, we haven't even hit him yet. Well, we haven't knocked him out yet. He's too super on to be happy. If only, right? Okay. Aggressively removes PokéStop. This makes us need to have our Rescue Carrier, like, off the top of the deck. Now, if we hit the Rescue Carrier, I think we're in a pretty solid spot here. That's a big ol' if, but if we do, I think we're okay. Yeah. We'll see. Well, that is not a Rescue Carrier. 2 of them. Let's see. The problem is we don't have a way to get any more of our Mausholds back. We need to probably put 4 Rescue Carriers in here. Okay. Let's go do that. Let's go make that change. I, for one, am shocked that our silly little Maushold deck did not stand up against a Chien-Pao deck or a Mew Fusion deck. When you play with Brews, you gotta expect to lose some, y'all. Alright. Makes the winning that much more. Alright, so let's get a 4th Rescue Carrier in here. Now, what is the cut for that? Probably don't need 4 Ultra Balls. Like, we want to have an Ultra Ball in our hand. We want to have a couple, but we don't need 4. Let's try that and see if that feels any better. Little tiny tweak. Just a little tweak. The coolest basic energy cards. Well, let's see. Let's see. Also, our opponents all get to feel like a little bit of a monster because they're destroying cute little mice.
You're a monster!
Yes, they are. They are. Truly. Need to get 1 win with this Maushold deck and I'll be satisfied. It'll happen. I'll have to go first. Oh, that's a good question. That's an excellent question. Thank you for reminding me. Who won the pack giveaway? Darkness did. You did, Darkness. Congratulations. Let me take this turn, and then we'll give you that code. Okay, another solid hand. Another solid starting hand. Thanks, babe. It's the one I have highlighted on the dark. Okay. Well, that's terrifying. 220 is like that worst number to see. Have 2 Nest Balls and an Ultra. Those. That one. That one. That and that. that one. Okay, how many okay, so we have one Maushold in our prize cards. No, it's good to know. Unfortunately, it means we're not going to be able to one-shot this thing. C'est la vie. Now, odds of them being able to knock us out, knock out our Maushold, are not 0. So we're going to build up one of our benched ones here. That's a Maushold. That's nice. This here. Win, see what we get. The Rescue Carrier is excellent. That's good. We were running into the problem of not having those, and now we do. Yay! Alright. We still only have one Maushold for now, which is a little rough, but what can you do? A new streak begins. Now, you know, if nothing else, if we learn nothing else from this, I will say again, Squawkabilly is a very, very good card to start with. If you're a deck that's built around that, getting your bench fill, getting things going, Squawkabilly, we're through half of our deck already. That's powerful. I kind of wish we had ditched one or two of our Mausholds, because this Rescue Carrier would be great to pull them back. Didn't work out that way, but that's fine. Okay, well, that's just rude. Well, we're gonna do this. You can have that one instead. After you, friendo. Please put the Raichu out. I mean, honestly, that's fine, too. If we get lucky, we can... If they switch in one of the ones that doesn't have 220, we could get lucky. If. Big ol' if. Thorak with the transformation ability was... That's not a bad idea, Rick. Okay, that was brutal, opponent. Hi, sheep! Interesting they're playing Judge and not Iono. Maushold. See, I actually should have been smart and read the attack that was coming, because 30 is very different from 40. So. Now, how are we going to respond? We're going to put out... We have switches and escape ropes. So let's put this one out just now. Sweet. Sweet. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Alright. Liking what I'm seeing here. Yeah. We're gonna make them put something else out that they don't want to put out. This is their least one, the least invested one. Highest HP, no cards on it, no nothing. So we don't want to hit this one. We want to hit one of the other ones. Okay, they're just going to give it to us. That's very nice of the opponent. This to grab another one. Do we do the same one? Probably. This one's not really useful against an opponent that's playing with nothing but V cards. It doesn't do enough damage. Power up one of our weaklings here. Now, we don't have any energy to put down, which is a little brutal. But what can you do? Take this Mareep out. Good news is that does disable a Flaffy. Like, we're not going to get Flaffied this turn. Which, this can do 30 damage. This can't, without an energy crank, this isn't going to do anything this turn. More chances to come back here. They're gonna take out our... Not the Squawkabilly. Okay. They really like hiding behind this one. I mean, by doing this, they're giving us more chances to build up here. They don't know we have this other rescue carrier, so... What a good draw. What a good draw. Here. Yikes. Okay, we can't really keep using Greninja at this point. We kind of need our energies. See what happens. They're all so cute. Brutal. Oh, they got the switch cart? Alright, alright. See what I mean? Like, our opponents are all playing with, like, very pretty alt arts. I think that's how the MMR works in this game. I think. Okay. We need to draw an energy here. Really bad. We gotta keep the pressure up. Okay, let's do this. Can I have another rescue carrier deck? No? That's okay. Only 140. But it's better than nothing. Okay, so this can't attack. This one can, but it can only do 30 damage, and they'd have to retreat to do that anyways. They don't have a Flaffy going. I'm surprised if they don't have a Flaffy in hand. Okay, so they're getting Raikou ready. So if they have another, they have either a Flaffy in hand. I don't know. Okay. That's giving them less than us. Well, I don't know if I'm the right person to ask that. But the best tip I have, I've tried streaming a couple different games before. I've drifted in and out of streaming. Best tip I have is just have fun with it. Some people will say don't look at your viewer count. Some people will say don't worry about money, don't worry about anything like that. I don't like telling people that, because whatever motivates you is what motivates you, right? And if it's money that motivates you, then trying to get subs is not a bad thing, right? And if it's you want clout or you want people to talk to, then trying to get viewers isn't a bad thing. When you don't want to look at your viewer count is if you are changing how you act when you have different numbers of viewers. That's not to say that you're expected to act the same way every time. Also, we have lost for those of you watching at home. Because rip this Maushold. By that I mean Raikou's about to destroy this Maushold. That was a really lucky Iono on their part. Anyways, I digress. When I used to stream Hunt Showdown, and I would watch my viewer count, and I would notice that I would be less engaged the lower it was. And with Hunt, well, you have to like focus and drift in. You can't like drift in and out like you do in this game. It didn't work. So have fun with it and know what your goal is. But there's not like an easy solution. Hang on, do we have a way in this? I mean, we can hit it. It's just not going to do anything. I think we continue our search for finding somebody who we can beat with this Maushold deck. I keep stopping halfway through my phrase here. I like that outfit, opponent. Those glasses. Big anime energy. If you're having fun, people are going to want to hang out with you, right? One thing that I did learn from some bigger streamers from some other games is it is a lot easier to grow with a game than it is to start on a game, like start streaming a game that's already established. For instance, I started streaming Pokemon when the beta was still live for TCG Live, and my numbers went up as the game released and stuff like that. So you definitely notice that, like when I would try to stream Hunt or some other bigger already established games, I wouldn't get that many viewers because the people that are looking for things on that game already know what they want to watch, if that makes sense. Whereas if you're trying to find people who are new or like, oh hey, I'm gonna go check out this streamer. I've never watched this game before. Let's see if they're any good and that this is fun. Actually, I do have one piece of advice, and this is the best advice I can give because I see some of the smaller streamers I watch mess this up. You need to be ready to be on all the time. You never know when someone is lurking who's going to be the follower that hangs out for years and chats and all that. You never know. People drift in and out all the time. Most people will probably only see 5 minutes and then leave if they don't like the gameplay or if they don't want to watch an ad or whatever it may be. So you need to be on and doing your best salesman all the time. It always makes me sad when I see somebody who's like streaming and they've got some people watching them and they're just kind of not doing anything, and then people will come in and they won't have any reason to stay. You know, you're not engaging with them, you're not entertaining them, because this is ultimately entertainment, right? Like that's the whole point here, is that you all are watching this as opposed to YouTube, as opposed to Netflix, as opposed to anything. You're trying to be entertained, and if it's my job to entertain you, and I find myself pretty entertaining, but I laugh at my own jokes and people think I'm weird for that, so what can I do, right? Okay, now I got to think about this hand a little bit here. So we're going second, so Squawkabilly out front's a good thing. Them doing this is also a good thing, because what we're going to do first, before we do anything else, is, before we do anything else, is we're going to escape rope. Get that Raikou off the front. Okay. Now we're going to play Tandemaus. We're going to play PokéStop. Let's see here. PokéStop first. Probably not. I think we're just going to ditch these two energies here. Grab another Tandemaus. Let's see, we've got... Okay, so only 3 Tandemauses in the deck. Only 3 Mausholds in the deck. And Greninja is also in our prize cards. So we know 3 of our prize cards are Tandemaus, Maushold, and Greninja. Which is... Grab Tandemaus. Put that bad boy out there. Squawk and Seed. Okay, solid. And because we did this with the putting 2 energy there, we can put them back on one of these Mausholds here. Spin now. I appreciate that. That was bad, right? That was pretty bad. PokéStop and a Maushold. Got a Nest Ball, so we'll take. That's all of our Tandemauses. Last Maushold is there. Let's put here. Motivate. Motivate's also great here because it brings this Miraidon down to where the Mausholds can knock it out. Okay, back to what I was doing. Thanks, Tatas. I appreciate it. No worries. I answered it in a rambly way over the course of like 2 minutes that it should have been like a 30-second answer, but my best advice is always be on. Okay, so we're going to let them take care of little Tandemaus here. Goodbye, small Tandemaus. It's so cute, though. It's so cute. How could you? Oh. But yeah, so always be on. Yeah, exactly. Have fun, be engaging. You never know when the people watching are gonna follow or go. Okay, all right. So that was just an elaborate switch. Okay.
You're a monster.
All right. Sure. I mean, honestly, I don't really care if you take out the Squawkabilly. I care a little bit now. It's rude. What are they playing with that? They must be playing with something that's not electric. Hmm. The other double turbos, not bad. This, see what we get. Oh. Oh, that's excellent, because yeah, one of our Mausholds is in there, so we can do this and do more damage now. Okay, so we're going to evolve this. We're going to evolve this. Okay. Now, the question on everyone's mind is which one do we put this energy on? Because we have two of them, it doesn't really matter. I'm actually going to put it on this guy. Less likely that we're going to use that, but actually, let's put this single here. Because the way the math works out is if we put that single one there, and then we draw another energy and they knock this one out, we'll have, without the -20, it should be a little better. I think. Math is hard. Hit him. Hit him in the face. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, the hardest part, and this is me speaking from maybe, you know, it's my personal thing, but I imagine there's some truth to it. The hardest part of streaming when it's not your job is that you need to stream regularly, right? People want consistency. If you want people to come and watch you, they need to know you're going to be there. And it doesn't matter how much they like you unless it's like that, oh, it's such a rare occasion to have so-and-so streaming. I'm, of course, going to go check it out, right? Like, another Arceus deck. Any deck with Arceus in it is an Arceus deck. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And when you have a job and you're streaming, you're not always going to want to feel like streaming, right? Like, and yesterday, like, I couldn't stream yesterday because I had to get chips from the airport. We could have, in theory, gotten an Uber and done that to make it all better, but, like, that's just not how it works out with real life rearing its head sometimes. So consistency is really hard to do when you have another job. That's the big advantage that full-time streamers get. When you make that change, it comes with its own difficulties, right? Like, it's not to say that it's easy to be a full-time streamer. Far from it. They have so much other stuff they have to do, and they don't get stuff like vacations and things like that. But they do get consistency, and consistency is key. My turn again. Now, this Rescue Carrier is going to grab both of those things right back. So, not the end of the world. I would love to draw a water energy here, deck. That would make me happy. We're going to put this one out, because even if we don't, we're going to play this double turbo and take out this Raikou. That is not what I wanted, deck. Well, we have the Energy Loto, so we might still get it. Let's do this first. Perfect. PokéStop. Okay, that's fine. Put this here. It doesn't feel like we're ahead, but it doesn't feel like we're behind. Not really. Nest Ball. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna grab that Squawkabilly. Alright. 40. How do you like it, Tatas? Hey, oh. Glorious. I would have rather this been the Tandemaus, but could be worse, y'all. It could have been a lot worse. That's just rude. You need more cards. Wait till the next deck, y'all. We're gonna play with so many cards in hand. Oh, I'm so excited. This is turning into a pretty good game, I gotta say. This deck feels so close to being really good. Okay, so what are they gonna switch it with? I can't really tell what's got what energies on it. Oh, I can. None of them have any other energies, so I expect them to switch back. Because they can knock one of us out here. So we're gonna let them knock this one out because this one's less important. This one's gonna be this other Maushold. Again, big sad. Exactly. But hey, even if you can consistently do weekends, that's still consistency, right? Like, I know some people that I follow that only stream once a day or once a week, and I still try to check them out on that once a week because I like, that's how it works. You find somebody you like watching. So this was smart on their part because this does 60 damage. Now it was stupid on their part because we're going to take this thing out and destroy it in response because they hurt our Mausholds. I kind of wanted that to be a rescue carrier, but maybe we'll get it this way. We did! Waffle Sitox? Can I call you Waffle? Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Let's grab these back. We do this. We're going to put this other one on this now. We kind of need to be ready to hit him in response here. We're actually not doing too terribly here. Downside is that we really, really need this to be the Maushold, or the Tandemaus. Perfection. That's a great emote. Okay, well, that's just rude. Changes our math a little bit because we only have 2 prize cards left, so it's kind of the push or shove thing. It feels so close to being good. I don't know what it's missing. Well, I do know what it's missing. It's missing the ability to put 4 more Tandemouses in your deck. Well, that's illegal, and I do not condone breaking card law. Don't cheat. Unless you have a really good reason. And it's a card game with no stakes. Even then, don't cheat. I like how the opponent is setting themselves up for what do I do again? Sure. Cheat if you get caught. Fortunate there. Wow, y'all are terrible people. We can't even use Bravery Charm because Maushold's a second, or it's a stage 1, it's not a basic. What is this? Oh, because of that stupid ability, that's right. Alright, alright. The search continues. That was the closest game we've had. That felt really close. It's possible that Maushold is not gonna find its stride with the current standard set. I still love you, babe. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's something coming out in another set that'll be what Maushold needs, or maybe I just need to put my mind to it a little bit better. A little bit better. Be a little smarter at things. Pikachu coin? That Pikachu's head is so weirdly round. Tell me, like, I'm not the only one who sees that, right? It doesn't look like a normal Pikachu. Like a snowman Pikachu. I don't want to be judgmental towards this little Pikachu, but its head is really round. Chibichu, that's probably a better way to say it. Yeah? Now that's Chubbychu right there. Okay, rude deck. Okay. Don't like starting with one of our rescue carriers. Shit. Hopefully. This is a really bad starting hand for us. Alright. Struggle continues. We couldn't even play this in like Pauper or something like Magic has because we do have the Squawkabillies and they're a very important part of the deck. Opponent had a kind of a nuts start too, getting to use. Need to get lucky here, or we're tapping out and going to find somebody different. I mean, that's pretty lucky. Alright, that's pretty lucky. Squawkabilly and a Tandemaus. Tandemauses. We'll get Greninja later. Switch here. This does mean we're going to have to give up the Squawkabilly because it's going to get hit by a Raichu, which does double damage because Squawkabilly's a bird. But still our best chance here. Squawk and Seize. Nest Ball is the Greninja that we wanted. Rescue Carrier is excellent to have, actually. Let's use this. Motivate! Motivate! Now, technically, it would be correct to put the energy on a Maushold that's got a little bit, or a Tandemaus that's got a little bit more HP. I don't think it's gonna matter, so I don't really do that. What's in their hand? Rude. Rude and unnecessary, opponent. But we're going to motivate again, because we don't have a Maushold to guaranteed evolve. We don't have the energy to make one ready. So, we will, let's see, first this. Okay. Now we're going to do this. We're doing this before we Rescue Carrier in case we... Okay. Okay. Greninja's not going to be strong enough to do anything. See, at this point, if the opponent wasn't playing with a bunch of V cards, we would probably power up Greninja so we could hit their bench, but there's no point in doing that. So let's put it here this time. We will use Motivate. There's a lot of energy in our bin. I feel like this time we've been a little unlucky. This isn't just our deck being weak. Our deck is weak, but it's adorable, and that's fine if weak things are adorable, or if adorable things are weak. Either way, it's fine. Oh. The fact that we haven't been able to rip any Mausholds is pretty brutal here. They like all in our bin. We haven't even hit any Ultra Balls. Now, I did switch one Ultra Ball out for Rescue Carrier, so maybe we would have had that. Maybe? Hard to know which one was which, right? I would like, with this next PokéStop, if I could place an order deck, I want 2 Level Balls and 1 Ultra Ball, please. Right off the top. Thank you. Rude. You're just being rude. Poor little mice. If they had just knocked out our Squawkabilly at the beginning of this, they'd be such a better spot. We're gonna keep motivating. Do again. Well, I mean, we got one. Better than not getting one. They couldn't possibly have another boss's order, says Increasingly Nervous Man. This, because we didn't actually play an energy. Let's do that. We're gonna grab that. That right there. We're gonna motivate one of these other ones. This feels like we're just, like, slowly circling the drain. Now, a Rescue Carrier here would actually be excellent. Other boss's orders here would be really rude opponent. Also, notice the opponent's Iron Will here. They haven't spun our PokéStop once, which means they know what they're doing. They know their deck is not built for that. It's a shame. Spin it and watch the boss's orders go down the wayside. Okay. Well. We're giving people a chance to use their decks and see how much they can kick a little baby deck around. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hope you feel good about yourself. Okay, they finally ran out of boss's orders. Hey! Gonna put this here. Would love to draw. Okay, that's not bad. Actually, we'll take that. Sweet, okay. That one. That one. There. There. We're not gonna power it up because they only have 2 prize cards left. But we will see about powering up. Might as well. Why not? Ah! Ha! Ha! We get to hit them! Yeah, we do! Woo! Took a prize card. It only took us till 10 cards are left in our deck. That Rescue Carrier is an excellent draw. It's probably not going to matter. See, this is the other problem I'm kind of feeling like as we run into here. We need to have Tandemouses down so that when we Rescue Carrier, we can grab a Maushold and put it on the Tandemouse, right? And play another Tandemouse. We've been running parity here instead of having a turn behind, which feels weird to say it that way, and I'm doing a bad job of explaining it, but I hope y'all understand what I mean when I say that. Like, ideally, we would have 3 Mausholds and 1 Tandemouse at any given time. So when they knock something out, when they knock one of our Mausholds out, it goes in the bin. We put another one forward. We Rescue Carrier for the Maushold and Tandemouse. We evolve the other Tandemouse on the bench and then play the other Tandem. You know what I mean? Ideally. That's kind of... It's not working that way, and I'm not sure why. So we're going to need to figure that out. It doesn't matter, but let's be cute while we can. Slap them. Slap them. All right, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and concede. We lose. GG opponent. I am happy that you won, opponent. I'm happy that the electric deck is still running around, actually, because as a ground type user myself, I was really sad when that one just got edged out by Shine Pow. Which the reason that Shine Pow edged out the electric deck is that Shine Pow is a water deck that is not weak to electric, it's weak to steel. And that is why electric is just not as good as it used to be. Alright, we're going to run one more game with this. I'm going to start the giveaway for this one. Exclamation point tick if y'all want a chance to win a pack here. We're going to see if we can get our win. Don't see fire anymore either. No, that's pretty rare. Again, I would blame the Shine Pow for not saying fire, because even though it's ice type, which is why it's not weak to electric, it still counts as water, which means fire is weak to it. No, ice is very much not strong against fire in Pokemon. Alright, we get to go first. Come on deck. Heart of the cards. My Maushold deck has no pathetic cards. Doesn't. Ha! Stuff. Standard stuff. Is it the chubby one? Yeah. Pikachu. One-faced Pikachu. Which, I mean, that would be way better for pinching cheeks. I'm not saying it would. Don't misunderstand me. Pikachu always looked more like a blob. You know? Like a folded. So, one game to do it, Tatas. Nice. Honestly, one turn to do that. 3 items. That's the first turn right there. I don't think item recursion would do it either. Honestly, this deck just needs to be able to play with more Tandemouses, which I don't know if there's any Pokemon cards that are like that. I know there's some Magic cards that are templated that you can have more than 4 of this in your deck, or as many as you want, or up to like 7 dwarves. You can have seven dwarves in your deck. But I don't know if Pokemon does that. Nice, nice. We'll give him the 1. Okay. That is not exactly what we wanted, but we'll take it. Billy and a Tandemouse. This here. No point in doing that. Let's just Squawk and Seize. I would have escape roped if we went second because we could use Squawkabilly, but we can't, so no point. Okay. We can get a PokéStop. We're gonna save this Ultra Ball. Depends what we get. Couldn't evolve anything anyways. I'm not gonna use an Ultra Ball for a Tandemaus. Not when we've got Level Balls and Nest Balls in the deck. We need a Maushold. We need that for a Maushold. Now, unfortunately, because we put the double colorless on this one, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just put the 1 water energy on it. Because we were very likely to draw a second one and a way to evolve this. And 50 damage as opposed to 70 damage is a pretty big. Of course, you know, 140 as opposed to 120 is less of a big gap, so if we draw a Maushold or a way to get another Maushold besides this ball in our hand, we will be able to knock this Heatmore out. Alright, sweet. Well, that doesn't count. We're going to do one more game. We won a game, but, you know, as good as we can win. Imagine you tow up to somebody, right? And they're like, you know, sunglasses, black coat, and they're like, hey, you ready to battle? And they throw out a Maushold. It's like, what? I should be playing cool Pokemon. Maushold is cool. It's cool because it's adorable. See, if I had this coin, I would only use it once, and then I would call it my X coin for the rest of the time I owned it, right? That's just funny. Oh, I don't use that. That's my X coin. Oh no. Got an emote happy person. Okay, so we're going first. So again, I don't think we want to start with Squawkabilly out front. Actually, let's start with Squawkabilly out front just because it's a better wall. Okay. Now, we are weak to what our opponent is up to, which is bad. Not the end of the world, but it is bad. Alright, let's do this. Tandemaus. This to get another Tandemaus. Okay, so we only have 3 in our deck, which means 1's in our prize cards, as per usual here. Grab a Greninja. Thanks, babe. They're going. Now we're going first, so getting 2 energy in the bin for Squawkabilly is not really a big deal, so we're actually going to go ahead and play this here. Then we're going to Squawk and Seize. Okay. Alright, now this Nest Ball doesn't really do anything for us, neither does this, but this Ultra Ball is a Maushold, and so is this Maushold. It's a Maushold, to the shock of nobody. Let's PokéStop, see what happens. Fine, honestly, not a big deal. Alright, and we end our turn. You're up, opponent. He brought me Milk Bear. Beach Candy. Okay, so I'm assuming Annihilate the Lucario stuff. And an opponent. Oh, soft. Okay. This here. All this. PokéStop. I should have used the Ultra Ball first, because now we're going to ditch a Maushold. We didn't. Crisis averted. Okay. We don't need these Nest Balls anymore, so we're going to ditch those 2 for a Maushold. Okay, so one of our Mausholds and one of our Tandemouses is in our prize cards. Noted. Noted very much so. I kind of did this bad. I guess it would only been 2. Okay, so let's grab one of these. Right, now, we don't want to knock this Mankey out because I don't really care about this Mankey. I want to see what they're going to put out here instead. Appreciate that, opponent. We already used this. We didn't. Do I want to ditch a double energy for that? Here we threw already. Only threw 1. Yeah, we'll ditch a double for that. Oh, Aldi made, Okay, so we can grab our other Maushold, which is nice. That up there now. Boom. If this is a Lucario, we're in a little bit of trouble. If it's not, we're okay. That's a good draw. I feel like that's a Lucario, or they wouldn't have done that. Fingers crossed. Well, crap. This is gonna be hard. And just like that, I think we're done again. Again. 70 HP is hard to swing, y'all. That being said, we're gonna do this, because if we draw 1 energy, Squawkabilly's gonna be able to get some stuff set up here. And Squawkabilly resists, so we're actually going to get to last a turn here. Excellent, excellent, excellent draw. Okay, so play this other Tandemouse here. Can't evolve it yet. But what can we do? Motivate. Motivate! Exactly. 70 is really low. It's really low. Now this does give them a chance to have a couple draws here. Hopefully their draws are bad. Hopefully. Okay, so 50 to one of our bench Pokemon means I should not have played the other Tandemouse out. I guess it doesn't matter because they're just going to do it to whichever one anyways. Unless... Okay, so they are going for the Tandemouses. Okay, so I get to evolve this one, which is good. Evolve this one, protect it from that next turn. So 210. 210 is not quite enough to make this worth it. 20 still not quite enough. 260 is a rough health total for us to deal with. So let's do this and see what we get. Grab the double turbo because we're going to motivate again for this one, so we can put the double turbo on this one. That one doesn't really care if it's double turbo or not. Not going to spin here. We're not really looking for anything. That Koraidon. Okay, interesting. I gotta say, y'all, I'm happy to be playing against another brew. And a lot of... I mean, any deck's a brew, right? But it's been a lot of the... So they can't knock any of them out. They went for that one, which is fine. So we're going to sacrifice this Maushold here. Because it's gonna die no matter what. That's a really good draw. Never mind, we're not gonna play that out yet. Because it would just get knocked out. I should have saved that Rescue Carrier, I just messed up. Then because maybe we'll have a... surprise! Oh, brutal. Let's hit it. We're gonna hit it hard. If they retreat this, because they don't want to lose it because it's only got 10 HP, that would actually be fine for us because we just need one more energy and this one can hit their bench. I don't think they're going to retreat it. I think because they're getting this Koraidon ready. Now, the good news here is that we're actually not suffering from being weak on type. What's up, Transam? It's been a while, my friend. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The super effectiveness doesn't matter because we only have 70 HP. That's exciting. Okay. We don't have a way to soak a hit here. And there's no way they don't have another energy. We'll spin here, just in case. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Hope everyone's having a good time in chat. Well, we lost, but, you know, we got to go out fighting. Take out this Lucario, too. You know, maybe what this deck needs is boss's orders. Because at the beginning there, if we had been able to boss's orders, I knew that they had the Lucario. Y'all even heard me say it. If we had been able to boss's orders that Railu to the front, this game would have been over, because that would have been the disruption that we needed. Deck feels close. Very close, but not quite there. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry to hear that. I hate moving. Okay. But congrats on the new house. If opponent tries to be cute here, I mean, we're officially still in this game because of that, so thanks, opponent. Let's again, it doesn't really matter because we're one prize card away from being out, but woo! Take out this Koraidon. It actually might matter. It might matter, because if they put the Mankey out, okay, by putting this out, they have to have the Lucario V-Star, right? Like, because they wouldn't put this out without being able to, like, it's just, okay, yeah, I was like, this is just gonna get knocked out. I don't know why they would do that. That's a shame. If they hadn't had that, or the other one, you know, ifs and would've and could've and buts and all that, but cards. Shame. Very close game, though. Closer than it should have been. They could have just knocked us out last turn, though, so let's not pat ourselves on the back too much. Good game. All right. All right. Let's do the giveaway after this. Let's do my thoughts on the deck first. This deck was fun. I really liked it. It's just, it's not quite powerful enough. I feel like this deck would be a lot of fun to play against your friends with, right? Like, if you're like, hey, let's play some Pokemon cards against each other, and let's take the power level and bring it down to hair. Is that like, you know, not, you don't need a rule about it, but just don't play with your best deck. Because this deck feels really, really close to being good. Like I said, maybe it's boss's orders, maybe it's something that I just don't know yet. If y'all have any ideas, let me know. But all in all, would play again. Would definitely play again and tweak again.